Working! Welcome to my review of a new Scuderia Italia Swiss-made, Italian-made watch. There's a lot to talk about here. I'll try to go as fast as I can. This watch, I'm going to show it to you on my wrist first. Here. Yes. If I can get it there. So, see it a lot better once I take it off here. And, okay. If we're, alright, we've got 4 screws, flat tip screws, in the 4 corners of this kind of squarish faced watch. And those are either, I don't know if they're gold plated or they're copper, but they have that orangish look to them, and they look really nice. It's one of the attractive parts of this watch. I had a previous watch in this brand, and that's this one right here. And both of these are Scuderia. Some people pronounce it Scuderia, but I'll say Scuderia Italia. And they're Contatempo, which translated means timekeeping. And if you look really close, down at the very bottom of these dials, they will say Swiss made. I can barely read that. It's right underneath the 6. Anyway, there are some Scuderias online called, at least I found, the ones I found called Scuderia Ferrari. Scuderia Ferrari, and they had a little picture of a little Ferrari horse on there. And they say Italy made. And I don't know, I'm not sure those are real, because I went out and looked on the sites that had them, and it was all eBay, and one was somebody who sells a lot of import stuff. So I don't know. I have a feeling, and I've heard from other people that 99.9% of watches sold online are fakes, Fugazi. So if you want one of those, get a really good price. Anyway, back to these right here. The backs of these are pretty much the same. I got a new type of band on this one. The other one had a rubber watch band. This one has a leather, kind of a leather fabric watch band, and it goes in like so. And then we can see the Scuderia insignia on the back of here. And back here we can look at the back of the watch. If we can see that pretty clear. Now there's 4 screws on the back of here at each corner. There are no screws on this because this is a screw down back. And both of them are rated for the same depth, 10 atmospheres, which would presumably be about 147 pounds a square inch, which is pretty good. But where they say Swiss made, as far as I know, that applies strictly to the movement. These are not the mechanicals, these are electronic watches. So these sell, the retail price on both these I think was around $1,200. The mechanical watches are in this line are probably around $3,300 and up. So you're going to pay nearly triple for a mechanical watch. These are electronic. Another thing that's really great about these watches, and it looks like it's true of both of these, is the this little pin back here on the pin that holds the watch band, and that's true of this other watch also, that these pins stick out like I said. You can pull this and a pin will pop right out, whereas with a lot of watches you have to put a knife blade in there and try to work it loose. Those can be a little bit hard to work with. So anyway, it has the same specs as the other watch, but it has those 4 screws on there. The case, I don't remember exactly what the case is. It might be an anodized stainless steel, but I've certainly beat this one around quite a bit, and I don't see one little nick in it anywhere. These feel fairly heavy for their size, so I presume they're made extra rugged. I don't notice either one of them has any tendency to scratch, so they're good crystals on the face here, and I'm really very pleased with that case and how resistant it is to any sort of scratching. And I scratch up cases pretty bad because I wander around town where there's a lot of obstructions, concrete and steel stuff. I'm not going to be able to get this back on unless I pull that back up. Anyway, don't take it off if you won't have that problem. But that's a unique kind of watch band there that goes underneath like that, and time will tell how this holds up. And the other thing I like about it too is when you put this back on your wrist, these little stops that where it goes through can be turned like that to keep the tip of the watch band flat. So that's a really great part of this too. And I don't know if there's much else. These are the ones that have the stems on the top. So it has the stopwatch movement right here, and start, stop, reset, and then the time setting function right in here. Other than that, we got a pretty much the same kind of watch right here, except the this one here is more square. And I was attracted to this watch because the previous one, there's a lot of white on that dial, and the white is kind of more embedded here, and it doesn't stand up quite as much, and it's easier for me to look at. Very different kind of watch. Now I got this watch. I actually paid for it at Dimitri Jewelers. That's Dimitri, Demetre, in Charleston, South Carolina, on King Street, right across the street from Victoria's Secret on King Street. And it came with a interesting box. It's a really long, narrow kind of box, like so. And it has the insignia on the front. And it had the red jeweler's cloth inside. Very nice cloth, pretty heavy. I really like that. And then this interesting little watch holder inside the box. And of course you get the little insignia piece right here that you can use on a wristlet or something. The inside has a guarantee card right there. And there's 3 slots in here where you can put things in. And then there's a large slot over here. It's almost like a giant passport case. And then the booklet with the instructions on how to use. Very deluxe. And then the watch itself, you can, since this is like a little end of a wrist strap right up here on top, you can see that with the holes. You can put that in there and lock that down right there. And then once you've, if I can do that, yeah, there we go. Lock that down on that side. You pop open this little slot right here. Put your watch band in there. If I can get that in there. Okay, there we go. And then, I won't try to do it perfect here, but basically, there you go. That's the actual watch case, rather than the big box like this is the big box that I got with the other watch here. So they've done this a little different. I don't know if it saves any money, but this is really cool. I've never seen anything quite like this. And it works. And if you got a watch collection, you're going to buy some special trays to put your watch in anyway. So this is just a nice little touch. Liked it very much. And if I didn't mention this before, this particular watch retails for about $1,200. I think that's what the price tag said. And remember that no matter what the people online say about genuine watch and so on and so forth, chances are it's not. So if they say that they're an authorized dealer for such and such, like Scuderia or whatever, go to the manufacturer and have the manufacturer confirm that. Make sure the manufacturer confirms that if you want a genuine watch, because it's all fugazis out there. So then, there we go. This is the Scuderia Contatempo Italia, and the mechanism is Swiss made. So they do an amazing job on these. And that would be, I got that, did I say? Dimitri Jeweler, King Street, Charleston, South Carolina. Thank you very much.